Let's be honest, my brother. Most men walk through life believing that every "I miss you" text from a woman means something profound. But the truth is, it often means nothing at all. Words, no matter how beautiful, remain cheap. Anyone can say the right thing at the right moment, but actions are the true gospel. They speak louder than romantic songs, louder than promises, and louder than any text message you could ever receive. If you've ever felt confused about whether a woman truly loves you, not just likes you, tolerates you, or uses you for attention, but loves you from the depths of her heart, this is for you. Today we'll dive deep into 6 things women only do for the man they genuinely love. These aren't just nice gestures or courtesies. These are hidden signs of loyalty that only the attentive can see, because true love doesn't always announce itself with fireworks. Sometimes it whispers through quiet, pure, and repeated actions that only a balanced and aware man can notice. First, she cares for you without being asked. When a woman truly loves you, she becomes a quiet guardian of your soul. She doesn't do this because you asked her to, or because you impressed her with fancy dinners or charming words. She does it because she feels a deep desire within herself to see you flourish. She starts by bringing you coffee without you asking. She notices you're tired even before you admit it to yourself. She asks about the simplest details. How was your presentation? Did you eat lunch yet? These aren't duties, but desires flowing from her heart. Her heart has become invested in your mental peace. This has nothing to do with traditional roles or submission. This isn't about a woman's place being in the kitchen. It's a reflection of genuine emotional investment. When a woman loves, your success, your health, and your mental well-being become part of her world. Your rise becomes her rise. But here's the key. She doesn't do this for just any man. She won't rearrange her schedule, change her habits, or bring you soup when you're sick for a man she doesn't feel something deep for. She won't fold your clothes if you're just passing through her story. She only becomes this tender, present being when she's fully emotionally invested. So if you're wondering about the truth of her feelings toward you, don't watch her words, watch her patterns. Look at what she does for you when there's no reward and no one is watching. That's where the truth lives. Second, she defends you when you're not present. You can learn much more about a woman's love for you from how she talks about you when you're not beside her than from her actions in front of you. When she's with her friends, family, or even strangers, that's where her true feelings show. Does her face light up when your name is mentioned? Do her friends stop joking at your expense? Does she refuse gossip or negative comments, even innocent ones? Understand this well. Most women will remain silent if there are no real feelings. They'll allow others to mock you. They'll laugh when someone calls you boring or weird. They'll nod when others diminish your worth, but a woman in love becomes your hidden sword. She'll respond to her closest friends without hesitation. She'll interrupt conversations to say, "Don't talk about him that way," even if it causes her tension or embarrassment. Why? Because love breeds loyalty, and loyalty is what shows in your absence. For a woman in love, your reputation matters, your name matters. Not because it reflects her image, but because it's your name. You're no longer just a boyfriend, you've become part of her identity. So ask yourself, does she protect your name when you're not there? Because if she doesn't defend you in private, she doesn't deserve you in public. Third, she becomes emotionally loyal before it's official. Here's a truth most men don't realize. A woman doesn't need a title to start being loyal. When she truly loves, the change begins before you even discuss commitment or exclusivity. She stops responding to admiring messages, not because you asked her to, but because she's already chosen you. She distances herself from that friend with impure intentions. She refuses late-night invitations she knows would provoke your jealousy. Her actions start reflecting emotional loyalty not out of duty, but because her heart has already surrendered to you. She stops posting tempting photos on social media. She doesn't stay out until dawn with her ex's friends. She doesn't play attraction games just to keep options open. Instead, her actions align with her feelings for you. You'll notice she becomes more private, more focused, not because she's hiding something, but because she's protecting something sacred. A woman in love doesn't put her love up for sale. She guards it. She values the bond between you more than her desire for attention. So don't be fooled by whether she officially calls you her boyfriend or not. Look at how she acts. If she's truly behaving as if you're the only man in her world without you asking for it, that's true love. And if it's not like that, the truth is clear. Fourth, she adapts to your world without losing herself. This point is extremely powerful. A woman who doesn't truly love you will try to mold your world to fit her expectations. But a woman who loves you sincerely doesn't try to control or dominate you. She seeks to understand you. She learns about your late-night gym schedule and stops complaining about your absence after work. She supports you in your professional pursuits even if it means fewer messages. Not because she's suppressing herself, but because she realizes your vision is important. She starts asking questions about your ambitions. She knows who your role models are. She begins understanding your daily habits, even those you don't reveal. But most beautifully, she doesn't dissolve into you. She doesn't abandon her dreams. She remains rooted in her identity. She becomes a melody that harmonizes with your tune. She doesn't seek to be your escape. She seeks to build something with you. She doesn't want to live in your shadow. This isn't unhealthy dependency, but spiritual compatibility. When a woman does this, she's saying, I see your life and I want to be part of it, not as a visitor, but as a partner. This is rare and sacred because true love doesn't mean losing yourself, but adapting without erasing who you are. Fifth, she sees your darkness and stays. If you want to test the depth of a woman's love, let her see you broken. Let her see you exhausted, with heavy eyes and shaken confidence, when you feel the world is collapsing around you. Most women love the ideal version, the ambitious, confident, attractive one. But the one who truly loves you shows up when there are no lights to shine on you. She makes space for your silence. She doesn't waver when you reveal your fears. She doesn't use your past against you. She doesn't mock your weakness, but sits in the darkness with you. Not to fix you, but just to be with you. And most beautifully, she doesn't pity you. She respects you more. Because when you share your weakness with her, you're giving her sacred trust, rare trust. She doesn't love you despite your flaws. She loves you through your flaws. She might confront you, might alert you, but she doesn't make you feel lesser. In a world that rewards perfection and punishes weakness, this kind of love is revolutionary. Sixth, she becomes your anchor at the core of everything. When a woman loves you, she doesn't fluctuate. She doesn't play games of closeness and distance. She doesn't disappear when things get tough. Instead, she becomes your anchor. The anchor doesn't mean she holds you back. It means she stabilizes you. She becomes the calm in your chaos, the voice of reason when you lose focus, the steady presence that doesn't shake no matter what storms blow. She supports you mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. She believes in your purpose. She reminds you who you are when you forget. And she does all this without asking for anything in return. Because that's true love. Steadfastness, quiet strength, loyalty that doesn't need applause. The truth lives in actions, not words. So my brother, if you see even one of these signs in the woman you're with, you're not just lucky, you're in the presence of true love. This kind of love isn't taken lightly, it isn't treated carelessly. It's rare, sacred. It's the bond that Stoicism taught us to value, not built on fleeting pleasure, but on loyalty, virtue, and mutual growth. If you haven't found that woman yet, don't settle for less. Keep working to become the man who attracts a woman of such value, not through games or manipulation, but through character. Because when you find her, the one who cares for you without being asked, defends you in your absence, is loyal from her heart, harmonizes with your world without losing herself, loves you in your weakness, and becomes your anchor, hold on to her well. She's not just your lover, she's your home. Remember, the truth never lives in her words but in her actions. There, the truth always resides. And when you recognize these patterns, you'll know with certainty whether you found the woman who loves you not for what you can give her, but for who you are and who you're becoming together.